Not you. I was abroad when this came out. It should be 1971.
Yeah, they said, okay, 1971, They said that because of armed robbers in London.
I was already a doctor in 1970. I graduated 1967.
December 1967.
December 7, 1967. I got MD in University of Cologne, Western Germany. So, but I'm back in 71. I can't remember my father. But we all knew it was a political thing.
So you can agree that it was a political setup?
No, it's not question of agreeing. We all knew it was a political thing. Because you see, what is Action Group today? You can see that picture.
Yes, that historic picture.
That party was established and formed in our sitting room.
That's the Action Group?
Yes.
This picture. And all the seven with Chief Awolowo.
Before Awolowo went to England 1944, we were living in the same house.
Yeah, in Ibadan.
It was a bungalow of 6 rooms. 3 rooms, we were living in 3 rooms. Awolowo and the family, 3 rooms. He went to England in 1944, handed over HIV to my father. PST, Matoju Mama, Shegun for me.
So that was
this is that things we are going to write. It was a we are now going to write our own part of the story and tell the whole world.
But how did you feel when you heard the story? I mean,
it was a shock to all of us.
They said so much back then. They said your father was having
why did they call one of us? Back then, Rogerie. Go to be our no. You say you write this because you want to make money. Fine. But don't malign people you don't know anything about. Don't know anything about the history already.
In fact, let's talk about the man Oredein. Who was he really? I mean, this is a man that, I believe that he has a strong gene. I've known some of you, his children. You are so enterprising, you are so entrepreneurial. I mean, you have a sense of...
But look at that picture I showed you. This picture. Maybe you know, there was a photographer there. We went to take this picture. Then you can see, he had a shirt, short shoes.
Yes.
He was even sweating that day. This is my brother. We are taking a picture. So 1K.
They was trying to pacify him.
They said, okay, my father should put him on his lap. The man was sweating, coming from selling things all over Ibadan.
And the photographer was Justice
Abimbola.
Justice Abimbola. The same Justice Abimbola.
Yes.
The photographer was his son in there.
I bought his car for him, first car for him, prepared in Germany. Justice Abimbola is dead.
I'm so shocked.
He was the photographer that day.
The one that took this picture?
He took this picture.
So this picture is even historic. The same Justice Abimbola.
You get my point?
Okay.
So this is the man who are saying you are calling armed robber. He was sweating. He sat down, took my brother on his lap, took the picture. Then he went on with the bicycle, still hawking his seat all over the place before he went on. Hard working, children loving, even fellowship man loving. I mean, he became a very popular man all over the world. Look, let me tell you something. That's my wife. What was the day?
Yeah.
We went to Hong Kong. She was working with British Airways. Went to Hong Kong. Then normally whenever we travel, we register at the embassy. We are in town. We get something happen. Then the ambassador, Alaji Lapai, is dead now. Alaji Lapai, so you know Lapai in Niger State.
Lapai is a town. Lapai in Niger State. Okay, Alaji Lapai.
He called the secretary, Sakari, go and bring the doctor. That was me. So the man was reading the newspaper. Okay. Put his leg on the table. He said, Oredein. He said, are you the boy in Germany? I go, I said, which boy, sir? He said, are you not the one? He said, your father said he has his son studying in Germany. I said, that's me. He just stood up with his agbada and hugged me.
That's the same Lapai.
The same Lapai. He said, where are you staying? You know, Hong Kong is an island.
Oh yes.
There's the mainland, there's the island. So we said we are staying in Kowloon, that is the island. They said, no, come bring their room from the hotel and bring it to the embassy. So we went to take our load to the embassy. They said, we are going to stay with you.
Why? Because of your
Then wait!
Okay.
In 1959, before independence, when they went to campaign in the north, they are not in our yes. My father recruited them as field secretaries, gave them cars, gave them drivers, learned Hausa because of them. I was paying their salary regularly. So Lapai said, your father, he was a good man. We stayed with Lapai for 10 days.
In the Nigerian house in Hong
That was
Kong.
the first day I slept on a water bed in the Nigerian embassy. To see somebody who my father did good for in 59, to want to be in the 80s. So what of a man?
So that means your father's reputation was as good as...
Look, in Hong Kong, my siblings and the grandchildren can tell you stories. Once you hear already, when I came back from Europe and I set up my own hospital, you know, now what we call regional doctors.
Yes.
Once I get some, what do you want? I got 10 regional ships through my father from companies. Aswani, Kenkel, unit. And that's basically a calling an umbrella. I think you get what I'm saying.
I'm getting it.
So we are not interested in defending our. We are just telling you what has happened. It's all politics.
Yeah, because we need to. You see, we need to get what has happened so that we know where it's coming from. Because
the man who wrote that story got into the source. He said, "Kiloche Shele." Did he come to us? Did he get the court papers? I have a daughter who's a lawyer. My own daughter is a lawyer. So if you are saying that, then go to the court. Ask the court, what happened? Give me the court, the court accounts. Okay? Anybody can apply for it.
Yeah.
You pay some money and get it. We got it when we were trying to fight for my father to come out. We went to the court. We got the case, the court proceedings. We paid for it. Why can't the journalists go there? Let me see what the court proceedings or what happened. I think that's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir. Fact-finding mission.
Investigative journalism.
Yes, sir.
I have a mother who's a journalist. I have a son who's a journalist in Germany. I myself, I think you heard of Deutsche Welle before.
Deutsche
Welle.
Welle.
German wave.
Okay.
It's a German radio. When I was a student, I used to write for them. My father was a journalist with daily service in those days.
The same.
Yes, with
for the journalist too.
Yes, job. So you see, you have to sit down and listen to what has happened actually. You journalists don't know anything.
I can see your pain, sir. I can see.
Bishop Balaja was the editor of daily service in those days.
Former governor of
yes,
the state.
of Gusset. He was my father's assistant. Bishop Mango, Bola Ige, Ambrose Ali, Jack Monday. They used to come, they used to sit down on the sitting room my father's house, being lectured in politics. Olawaye, yes, Olawaye.
Yeah, that's a famous name.
Yes.
Those days.
But if you don't know them, we knew them, we knew them.
And they were there at his burial.
Yes.
That one,
They were there at his burial. If you are one of king.
Friday, by that point, all of them were.
So you might be, you know, they don't care about power. Just writing something in so as of today,
Yes, sir.
my father has 150 grandchildren. As of today,
150 grandchildren.
yes.
That's highly very.
36 children and over 150 grandchildren.
And all to show godliness in your life, all the children are alive. To show godliness in the life of the man, all the children are alive.
No, I think 3 or 4 are dead.
Okay.
Now it's after the father's death.
Yes.
After the death of
Yes.
they all buried
He
it.
did not bury
All
any
that
child.
is buried.
No. He himself didn't bury any child.
At all.
Was he a Christian?
Very
Was a Christian. I
He's
mean.
one Christian.
My grandfather was Baba Job. He looked at church was Anglican
Anglican.
church.
Christ Anglican Church.
What's his name, sir?
Chief Daniel
And Baba
Adekomayo
was even
Oredein.
the one that
Chief
built the
Daniel
church.
Adekomayo Oredein.
Oredein.
My father's father. You see, these are things people should know before they start to talk to write rubbish.
Can you tell us about that? Your grandfather, I mean, the lineage, that great lineage.
We are too small.
No, tell us, please, because it's very important. And for reputation, you have to tell. I want to tell Nigerians what it is, because so that, you know, it's contributing to the school of reputation to show that your family is a Christian family that will not fall into that kind of scheme. You know.
My grandfather, Chief Daniel. You see, you can't be a Daniel unless you are a Christian. I mean,
And Samuel,
Adekomayo Oredein. Baba Job church was Lugiri. My old grandmother, they used to go and wash the church. I'm a Malu. I'm a clean the church on Sundays. So we're a Christian, God-loving family. Hardworking. Hardworking. And 6 a.m.
That's what
the
I'm
man
saying.
will ring the
We
bell.
ring the bell.
I have the bell. That's the bell there.
That's still the bell.
Your father's bell.
Yes.
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 Your father's bell.
Yes.
If you hear it
Even more
once, twice, you are not there.
Even more heritage.
We have to be there.
So the lago mefa laro. You will ring the bell at 6
And we are
a.m.
not up for assembly.
So for prayer.
Yes.
So when all of you are enjoying your sleep,
Yes.
it will.
Papa will give you 1 month to learn a psalm of Ed. Psalm 91 was one of
So your dad will also teach you
and
to
so
learn
don't
Psalm. He will also teach you about Bible, about Psalm.
If he had an organ, I bet not.
I'm not Anglican to one Anglican church.
I will play organ. So you see, these are things people should know before they start to write rubbish.
How did you start a reading?
Now what I'm telling you, we were living together in Okibola in our house. When we came from a point to Ibadan, we rented a house, 6 rooms. All one, the family were living in 3 rooms. We were living in 3 rooms. Shego, Tola, Wale. I think you heard those days.
Tola is the mother of
Tola.
President's wife.
That's the president's wife.
Yes.
That's a.
No,
Tola, you know.
Shego, Tola, Wale.
Wale,
You mean Biodun Shego?
yes. Wale died earlier than.
When Chief was going to England, I think 44, he handed over HID to my father. ST, I told you, Mama Shego.
So that was the sense of confidence.
That's why we knew Awolowo. It's not a one day affair. We used to go to railway shed in Ibadan, tomato and bosa. I want to Mama Shego import like the north. We used to go and carry it on our head. Mama used to sell it and send the money to Awolowo. My uncle Baba Kola was a railway fireman. He used to help Mama Shego to bring the goods from Kano, Kaduna to Ibadan. Mama Shego to sell and send the money to Awolowo. Because when Awolowo came back, wanted to use his house as a chamber, that we had to move out. Egbe Moduwa was already on in London. They were not in.
Yeah. He started in London, in school.
Now they wanted. Now you know Zig was very popular in
NCNC.
The Yoruba said, how can an Igbo come and be ruling us in the Yoruba? That's another story. That's how they came together to form Action Group, Egbe Afenifere. In our sitting room, 1951.
In Oredein sitting room.
Yes, 1951.
That's in Ibadan.
In the back.
Yes.
Okay, Oredein Street in Okeado, in Ibadan. Inside Oredein house on Oredein Street in Okeado, in Ibadan. So that's where Afenifere started. The soul of Afenifere action group.
In the sitting room, when it was a secret thing. You see, the story is so simple. Let me tell you the story.
Yes, sir, please.
In those days, the colonial office, to form a party, you needed 200 pounds. Tell me.
Oh, yeah.
Then Awolowo said, okay, how do we get 200 pounds? And I told my father, well, let us get 8 people to donate 25 pounds each. That the first 8 will become the founders of the action group. And that is the picture there today.
So these are the first 8
Those first 8, don't toss on 25 pounds. to the 200 pounds.
Oh, yeah, really.
Then they became the founders of the date is there now. You can see the date. Oh,
the date is 26th of March 1950.
Yes,
1950. 26th of March 1950.
Yes,
this is history, sir.
so the first 8 became the founders of the action group.
So how do you feel being a first son of?
Maybe.
Yeah, being the first son.
Proud.
I'm proudly already.
And I'm proud of my younger ones.
You know the meaning of it?
Yes.
It's not even already, it's already. Not already. Already. What's the meaning of already? You know, we didn't know. But I didn't tell us the meaning of that. You get my point?
What has been the advantages of being?
That's what I was telling you now. I went to Hong Kong with my wife. We met the ambassador. He said, your father employed me in 1959.
Oh, Ambassador Wani Hong Kong.
And he told us to go and move from our hotel and come and stay in this embassy. Say,
He went to New York too.
Yes,
The permanent representative of Nigeria in New York.
Yes, mommy.
Yeah.
We really thank you.
Sir, you said that.
Mommy, I think she come and join here.
How do you understand?
If you're in politics, there's no way you will make enemies.
Yes.
And in those days, the politics of Nigeria was not what it used to be. You know, now there's a lot of money. That time there wasn't a lot of money. You see, our father was so popular. Ask her, she can tell you more. Was so popular in this country. When I was going to marry her, the uncle in the when he heard my name, already, he told me to take her away and she not pay it down.
Your wife?
Yes, that's how famous our father. He said, take her away.
That's your wife.
Yes.
That's it.
He said anytime Baba came to Ondo State, he would lodge in his house.
In your
And they
uncle's
are
house.
so close. Papa even instrumented his being a parliamentarian.
Wow.
He was Dr. Levy, Dr. Nathaniel Levy.
That's your father.
My grandfather.
Your grandfather.
Yes.
He was instrumental to
No, Baba Oredein was instrumental to his being a parliamentarian.
That's your own grandfather.
Yes, sir.
From which state? Is that?
Ondo State. And anytime Baba went to Ondo State that time, Baba would lodge in a house.
Yes.
That is Chief Oredein. He would lodge in a house. He was so close to my family, very kind to them. They said anytime he came to Ondo State, they were always happy because he was a good man. He would give them whatever they wanted. That time. We went to New York.
Who made your grandfather the first parliamentarian?
That's what I have told them about Oredein. We went to New York. Nigeria's permanent representative in New York welcomed us into his house.
Yes.
Because he had the name of Oredein.
Yes.
He said Oredein helped him while he was growing up.
That's in New York.
In New York, the man that died recently, Maitama Sule.
Yes. That's Samanikano.
Yes. He told us that
So the same that happened in Hong Kong.
enacted in New York.
Yes.
Papa was great. It was just jealousy that brought him that problem. Envy. That was put him in trouble. He was too powerful. He was a leading politician and people loved him. My own father said anytime Awolowo was to appear anywhere in any state, Baba would be the first to go to that place. That is, Baba Oredein would be the first to level the ground.
Let me demonstrate to you. My father.
Popularity Baba ló jẹ́ kán bínú wọn.
It was my father. Whenever they went all over Nigeria, my father would say, because you see, when that party was started, it was that name was given to that party by Akinloye, but people don't know. The same AMA Akinloye. So I say, investigative journalism, go and do it.
So the name was given by Akinloye.
See, you know that was Ibadan People's Party.
Yes,
do you know?
I didn't know. Ibadan people were young. You know, we just came in.
Akinloye, Adelabu, Adedubu, Bukonoame.
That's Ibadan People's Party.
Ibadan IPP, they used to call them.
Okay.
So I want to put their eggs in a single basket. Some said let us go to ACNC, some let us go to the action group. So Akinloye and Akinloye, they all came to the action group.
Yeah.
So to sell action group to the public, they said, what name in Yoruba should we give action group? Because the logo was freedom for all, life more abundant.
Freedom for all, life more abundant.
Yes.
Of the action group. The actually we are very.
This is historic.
There was a time, sir, I went to Abuja when Abuja became the federal capital. Our accountant general, the accountant general of the federation, I wanted to see him in Abuja. So I wrote my name. He just said they should come in. And I entered. He was holding a meeting with accountants from the chief accountants of the federation.
All the states.
Then he said, look at my sister. She's the firstborn of my paramount king. That is, my father is the paramount ruler of my town now. Then he said, and she's the wife to Oredein. All of them were action group. Oredein, Awolowo, Oredein. That's how popular this man was. Even in Hausa land, they recognize the name. I don't know why people should just go out and write anything without finding out.
Mandilas.
Yeah, Mandilas.
When Mandilas came to Nigeria, they brought Volkswagen.
The Volkswagen.
Volkswagen cars. What do you call it? Japan.
Volkswagen. Yeah.
It was the action group that was buying those cars from them. So at Okeado, they had a clinic. We used to treat the German engineers who came with Mandilas. Mandilas was a Greek. Mandilas and Caraberries, and that's what they call it.
Caraberries. Like buying long.
Yes. So they had the doctor who had the clinic. You know where Odein Cinema is now?
Yes, sir.
Odein Cinema.
Yes, now.
Mandela was near there. So they had a clinic, and the German doctor used to have white coat, white shirt, white trousers, white shoes, and I used to admire it. Yeah. So I told the German doctor, can I come and study in your country? He said, yes. I said, no problem. Once you finish your HSC, let me know. That's how I got to Germany. 1961.
Is that where you found your wife?
Not she.
Okay.
My first wife was in Germany.
Okay.
But that's another.
Yeah. I saw a picture.
At what point did you meet Madam?
When I came back in 1975.
1972.
So that was the white man in Ibadan that gave you the impetus to want to study.
Yes, because of his neatness, he was so neat. White coat, white shirt, white trousers, white socks, white shoes. And I was so impressed. Can I come to your country to study? He said yes. So he helped me to get into the language school, into the university. Because I did HSC, who are exempted from first MB. We went straight to the second MB class.
In Germany.
Because since first MB subjects are the same like HSC in those days.
That's equivalent.
Equivalent.
Now you're talking about neatness. It even shows that your family is a neat family. That shows that something is very unique.
Ask them. Those are the small girls. Ask them.
Thank you, Oredein. How can I describe my father? My father, my hero, a great man. You know, everything said on the blog, we are not bothered. Because we were fallen. A lot of people would like to be famous by writing such. We are not bothered. What we are just after is just to put limelight and to correct anybody that has all this mind, this kind of thing in mind. You know, that is just it. We are not going to answer anybody whatever they write, but I would just say truth will prevail, and truth has prevailed. I did not know my father to be an armed robber. He was a disciplinarian, a straightforward man. The history I heard, what I knew that happened was that it was enviness, jealousy, and this is still even happening to we the children. That is one of the reasons I don't have close friends. My families are my friends. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because people are so envious. That is what really happened
of
to
success.
Of success. Because my father was a very successful man, a successful man of 36 children. None of his children is not a graduate. Can you hear that?
All of them are graduates.
All of them are graduates, 36 children. Okay, you just look at that. It's not easy. Is there a man that has this dirty mind, that is an armed robber, that will say, oh, I want to train my children?
No.
A man that is in charge of making life easy to the public, a great politician. That is, you know, normally I'm meant to be a politician, but I did not do it because of what our father said.
What did he say?
My father said none of you should be a politician because politics is a dirty and deadly game.
Maybe was it?
I did not get to know my father until in the prison. You know, I know him. Of course, I was born before he was arrested. But you know, anytime we go there to visit him, my children, I'm here for what I did not commit, and we all know the story. Everybody have already apologized to Papa. And let me tell you one thing: the reason why Papa kept quiet after this thing was before Papa was released, they tell him he has to bargain with them, that he will not make noise when he comes out.
Jesus Christ.
That he will not revenge. Do you understand what I'm saying? They said Papa should make sure, should sign some documents. Doctor will testify to this because it was Doctor and Chief Olawoyin and Jack on all of them that made him come out. They said Papa should make a promise that Papa should that she will not, that Papa will not revenge.
So it was even documented, it was a first
exactly. Papa was there for 10 years.
Yes, the first
full documentation.
First full documentation.
Please, can you?
They didn't want him out.
Okay.
When Doctor came back in 1971, they wrote a petition with his younger brother.
Yes.
For Oredein Children. They wrote a petition to the federal government. Gowon was the head of state.
Yes.
Then Awolowo was the finance commissioner.
Yes.
Then, so when the petition got to Gowon's office, my father was the secretary of the commission.
Your own father?
My own
father.
What's
his name?
He's now Obasi Olebi.
Okay.
He was Nigeria's commercial attaché in America before he came back to Nigeria, before he became a king. So my father got the petition. He took it immediately. He saw Awolowo and Gowon talking. He said he now took it to them because of Awolowo. And Awolowo said, we are not here for that. Please keep that for some time. That's what Awolowo said. My father said he was deflated because of the high hopes he had that Awolowo is with Gowon. They will do. But my father said he was deflated. Then he told me this. I said, okay, we will do something about it. I was personal assistant to Chief Alade.
Exactly.
Chief Ekweme was the vice president that time.
Listen properly.
Chief Ekweme, Alex Ekweme was the vice president to Shagari. He came to our office. He saw me. He said, I want to marry this beautiful girl. Then Chief Alade said, no. She's your daughter. She's daughter of. She's Oredein. Ekweme said, Oredein. Which one? I said, the only Oredein that you all know. He said, the politician. I said, yes. He said, your father was great too. I said, yes, sir. But they have kept him. He said, wow, okay, let's talk. Then I went to him with Shifalade. We talked and he said, okay, we will do something. He now took that message to Shagari. Shagari now started the process. And they told Shagari that this thing happened in Kwara, that we should go and meet the governor of Kwara State. Governor
Shagari had granted amnesty.
Yes,
Well,
Shagari granted amnesty. But because it was a state problem, they said we should go to
Kwara State.
But the governor had no choice because Shagari has accepted. So the governor, we were going to Ilorin, myself, Dr. Oredein, the late Chief Abiodun Oredein, and Chief Oyeledun of Ogere. We will branch at Ogere, pick him, we will go. We went to Ilorin 14 times before they finally released him. So I'm very proud that I am one of those that worked for his release. And I'm happy for it because he was too kind. He was a very kind man, a very loving man. No, anytime Baba came to Lagos, I will be in the office. Baba will go and see my children. He will say, no, I'm not going back to Ibadan unless I see Dupe's children. He will go, give them gifts, give them. He will even give my mommy gifts. That's how good Baba was.
And one thing Papa said was that, you know, anytime we go there to visit him, he will say, you, my children, if this sin is committed by me, I'm going to die here. I will not come out. But if I come out, you children know I do not do it. I know that I shouldn't come out if I commit this sin.
No,
Baba's fear.
And he came out.
But
He lived a fulfilled life.
Sorry,
Yes, sir.
a very prominent IG, a very policeman,
Yes, sir.
who are discussing. Then he said, "Tó bá ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe, wà kú sẹ́wọ̀n."
That is your
Chief
dad.
Oredein, he always said it.
He told it to me. He told it to me. Therefore, tó bá ṣe, wà kú sẹ́wọ̀n rẹ̀. I took him out of Abeokuta prison with my own car. Yes, I took him out with my own car. But the day was going to be released. He said, tó bá ṣe nǹkan tó ń ṣe, wà kú sẹ́wọ̀n. But tó bá ṣe, wà jáde.
Was it true that they extracted something from you that he will not revenge? Can you tell us that story?
No, that's not the story for us.
Okay, sir.
It's for you to get to the court thing and look at the court proceedings. They get money. I want you to get the court proceedings.
Yes. We have to say the fact.
Yes.
No.
When you see, then you see.
Then you yourself, you judge it.
You judge it, yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
I don't really have much to say, but the only thing I want to say is that anytime we went to visit my dad, he will put me on his lap
Yes.
and keep saying that, Odunla, if I did this, I will never come back home. But if I did not, I will come and train you and be in the same roof with you.
Which came to pass.
And everything came to pass. He came
In the glory of God.
in the glory of God. And we really thank God. We don't really have much to say to people.
Yes.
Most important thing is that we just need to narrate
Correct.
the story
Yes.
to the people that want to be famous.
The unknown
You understand what I
story to
mean?
them.
Because some people, what they don't know, we want to enlighten them.
We don't even own anybody. We don't even own anybody's explanation.
Yeah.
We are just doing this because of the future of our coming already.
Yes.
That's it. We don't own them an explanation because we know.
Yes, you don't own them any explanation.
No.
Yeah.
We are just saying it.
And we thank God.
For
All of us are doing
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Politician tó ṣe dáadáa.
You know why?
Àwùgbọ àwọn ọmọ politician mélòó la ní.
Larry.
Because my father was a good person.
The only thing he always say to us that I don't want anybody to be in politics.
Was it because of this?
Yes.
That is why you will never see any already.
And then you can't even marry to a we can't marry them. We girls, we can't marry politicians. And men can't marry the children of them. We don't want things like that in our roof. Because we've learned our lesson.
Yeah,
It was from my father and heard politics is a deadly and dirty game.
Yes.
From your dad.
Yeah.
There's one that gave me that
Deadly
information.
and dirty game. Stay out of it.
Because we could have been doing it. Because if it things that pays us, that good, with it is about 2, 3, 4 years. That is the most important thing. We want to enlighten people.
And I also learned that you are planning
No,
to.
Benga, you
Yeah.
shouldn't even be surprised. See
Yeah.
what they are writing about all other politicians now
Yes.
that they did not do. So this shouldn't be a surprise to you. But we are just letting people know that our father was not an armed robber. He was a disciplinarian,
Yes.
a Christian, a learned. Let me tell you one thing.
Yes, ma'am.
When my
Yeah,
father
also-
died,
also-
I went to do a fashion designer. But he has already said it that all my children must go to university. You know, I just graduated because I have to make sure it's wish come to pass. None of us graduate.
Where's the evidence? Now I said go to the court proceedings, go and look at it.
Then sir.
When Baba came, what did they have? He started to work hard.
He works harder.
He has about 5 children abroad that is training. At that time,
yes, and he was paying my school fees.
That was
Yes.
Yes.
This time he was arrested, he has gotten all his 36 children. The wives were all professionals, nurses. I think we have some of the wives, we have about 3 nurses out of them. Teachers, headmistress, you know. How can someone who is an armed robber got married to a professional? Won't they know, ọkọ mi ò lè ní, ọkọ mi ò lè ní? Do they stay?
Who will stay?
Because
My mother is number 9.
I don't know what the husband
That's
is
number 9 among his wives.
Yeah, and she was a nurse, and she was working with my father in our company, ST Oredein and Sons. That's the name of our company. We have a lot of company. We have Adewumi Enterprises, 5 of them. Adewumi Enterprises. That Adewumi is our grandmother's name. So
because she was from Ikole.
You know, they just took him. You know, let me tell you, they just took him off track. Because they knew where he was going to. They have foreseen his future. He was becoming too powerful for them to attack. You know, nowadays, you know what politicians do to each other? They will rather send hire killer to you, go and kill him. Okay, look at what happened to Dipodina. Because Dipodina was moving instead of, because now they can't do such things, such they did for Papa by roping him with condemned armed robbers. Condemned criminals were the one they said, say this, we will release you. That is
the one that refused.
The one that refused was killed.
They killed him instantly.
Was killed.
One of the
that this man was an innocent. I cannot do it.
They killed him.
They killed him.
They should go and investigate that.
Let them go and investigate that. People must know the facts. It wasn't an armed robber. Because instead of killing him, they found ways. Because my father was a good Christian. Instead of them killing him, because they know already, Beshe Mulo Mama Jabo Mohilowo, Leriwamu, our Oredein, that is what we are. Ọlọ́run ló dá wa, àkọ́dá èèyàn ní chief first Oredein. Wọ́n rò pé kí la máa ṣe fún ẹja àti mọ́jẹ́ ẹja àpamọ́. Because máa yí kò ní jà, kò ní gbà fún wa. Ṣé bóun náà ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Look at what is happening to Buhari now. Buhari tó fẹ́ ṣò tọ́kí náà ṣe fún. So I'm not going to go into politics because I'm not a politician. I'm a friend to them. Most of my friends are politicians, but
you stay aside.
Yes,
when it comes to
I won't discuss anybody. But I'm just giving you an example.
Yes,
so if you cannot lie, like what Chief Olunloyo just said, if you cannot manipulate, and my father was a straightforward man.
Absolutely.
He will never manipulate things. He will if this is yellow, he will tell you it's yellow. You know, if you want to be a politician, a successful politician, you must be able to lie and manipulate. A politician will never be straight. A good politician, you can never be straight and you can never say the truth. A successful one.
Oh, so for our father's first car.
He
had to take permission from our
his first car. No, I can't believe that one. No, I can't believe his first car.
He was even
to buy a car. That is
for you to get the truth of this thing. Our children are still alive. Where they all grew up together before our even built his own house in a rented apartment. They were all living together. Ṣebí wọ́n ti mọ̀ pé bàbá tó máa ń gbójú window wọlé lélẹ̀. Àbí kí ni mo fẹ́ sọ? Nígbà bàbá yìí ó lè ní o. Ṣé o ṣe ń gbà tó sí rán ọmọ lọ school tó ti ní big company? Bàbá jẹ́ ọba. The third road tó wà ní Ògèrè was the one Papa did. Since then they've not tagged Ògèrè. Ògèrè people are even missing him. He has already tagged the village Ògèrè. Before
the town.
Yes. Before Papa got arrested. Kí ni yẹn àwọn ará Ògèrè gan wọ́n ṣépè fún gbogbo àwọn ará ìlú ni. Pé kí ló ṣe bá láàánú àwọn.
So rántí omi nǹkan.
You talk about land lẹ́yìn.
Let No,
Hello?
go and find
Let
out.
me see.
Go and find out.
Landlaying.
Go and find out.
Eh?
SO,
Yes.
go and find out.
SO landlaying.
Yes.
No way,
We want you to
that's
know the
okay.
truth. That
Okay.
is why
Go and
we
find
want
out.
you to know what is happening, the truth. That is why
Eh,
you say
we
you
don't
should
know
go and
that,
find
eh.
land laying.
Go
And
and find the
again,
truth.
my dad always say that the downfall of a man,
It's not the end of his life.
that is the word.
Nígbà tí bàbá jáde nǹkan tó sọ yẹn, and you my children, I want you to have this thing in mind. The downfall of a man is not the end of. People think it's gonna be the end of my life.
Because
I
they
just
believe
went
that
down.
they
Here I am, and here are my children doing good. So now, whatever anybody says, we are not bothered. Let them say. We are progressive. Ẹni tó bá ṣe ìkà ó yẹ kí nemesis máa catch me. Yeah, máa catch lórí àwọn ọmọ rẹ̀.
is catching on us, nothing.
A lè mention orúkọ gbọ́ àwọn tó ṣèkà yẹn, àwọn ọmọ ọ̀dà. But we cannot mention names.
If we pray on Monday that we want this, by Friday we will get it from God.
Yes. Yes.
We thank God for that.
The God we worship tí ọ̀nà kan tí bàbá fi hàn wá ọ̀nà Jésù Psalm 91 bí mo ṣe mọ̀ wọ́n náà oṣù kan lọ́ní àwọn fún yín lóṣù kọ̀ọ̀kan fi kọ́ kínní ẹni tó jókòó níbi kọ̀ọ̀kan gáà ògbóni wà lábẹ́ òjìjẹ́ lédùn
Ó ń ró lórí ìwà dọ̀rẹ́.
Psalm 23 ilé ni mo ti kọ́.
Till now, ó ń ró, you have to know any
So he forced you to learn Psalm 91.
Yes, from 1 to 5.
23.
In fact, this one
The Lord is
alone,
my shepherd.
this one alone is a song.
In our house
Because he was
by
a good Christian.
5:36 you must assemble for prayer.
Look, someone can go organ to the church again.
Organ ò kéré.
The organ in the
biggest
church.
organ, yes.
The biggest organ in the church.
Yes.
Anglican church.
Kí ìlú ọ̀dọ̀ owó ọlọ́run dé àbí ìyá àtùnú kí ọ́fíìsì mi ẹ lọ ṣí.
Baba has shares in so many.
Ẹgbà ọmọ ní kò gbà fún nígbà tí mò ń lọ
So
fún
how
fún
can
mi.
such a man
Bani
be a
customer
be a
now.
robber?
When Adamu Ata was going to release my father, he called me and the other things. Yeah. No, they have a.
To his house. Yeah.
No, yeah, no, they have a.
A lodge. Yeah.
He
Choir
said,
lodge.
I'm going to release your father. Tell him not to bite the hand that will feed him. That is,
Tell him not to buy the hand.
not to bite the hand that will feed him.
What's the meaning of that?
Don't go into
Politics or
Don't go into
and you're
politics.
journalist.
don't go back.
Don't go into
revenge.
politics.
Don't
I
revenge.
don't
Don't
revenge.
revenge.
Don't
Again.
revenge.
Ah,
Don't
He
revenge.
said it to me in the sitting room. Adamu Ata.
Hi.
No, Kwara State.
If about again you are not going to the world o don't revenge.
Don't revenge. Don't
But
revenge.
revenge yẹn olọ́lọ́run compensation ọlọ́run fún wọn.
Fáwọn ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
By giving him healthy children healthy 36
You see,
children.
what of grandchildren? What of grandchildren?
We are now over 300.
Yes.
Yes. Over 300.
Jesus.
Great grand.
Ọ̀rọ̀
I
sísọ
don't
náà.
think-
Ọ̀rọ̀-
No
Always
excess, no anything. We are full.